Welcome to Knicks.com. Jonah Ballow here, joined by the head coach, Jeff Hornacek. And Jeff, first, right off the bat, with the team coming in yesterday for training camp, what message did you deliver to them in terms of your vision, the front office vision, and how to kind of kick things off for the start of training camp?
Well, I think the biggest talk from all of us is, the professionalism. Coming out here, professionalism means on the court, playing hard, doing the right things, listening to coaches, talking to your teammates, being a good teammate, and then off the court, when you have events you go to, it's all about being a professional. And our guys have really kind of taken to that so far. It's been great this first 3 practices. We've only had 1 contact, but the guys have a lot of energy and they're in better shape than I thought. Watching some of these pickup games that we had the last few weeks the guys were playing, I was like, uh-oh, I don't think we're in good enough shape. But they've proved through our drills and that they're in pretty good shape.
We've heard from yourself and the front office about, hustle, defense, character guys on the court, holding everybody accountable, and those types of things. How do you make sure that's carried throughout not only just training camp but the season, and making sure that those key themes are attached for these guys throughout the 2017-18 season?
Well, I think it goes together. The players got to keep each other accountable. Coaches have to keep them accountable. But we have to do that in a positive way. We're going to challenge these guys, but sometimes you can get negative and get after them. But we're going to try our best to be as positive on our challenging of the players. And when all those things come together and they start, making good passes to each other and helping out defensively, then they kind of get that feeling. And it's hard to explain how do you get it. Sometimes it just happens. But again, I'm very encouraged of what we've seen so far.
When you look at the players on paper and then get to finally see it on the floor together, it's a nice balance of young guys, rookies, and then some veterans who've been there. The Jarrett Jacks of the world, Ramon Sessions is a great guy. How important is that balance to have to make sure you have the rookies speaking to those vets and it's not always coming from the coaching staff, and have some of the advice that they can get from those type of guys?
Yeah, guys like to listen to coaches, but only for so long. No, but they're taking all the knowledge in that these veterans are providing, from, like you said, Ramon and Jarrett to Michael Beasley to Lance Thomas and these guys. Our young guys are listening. And then when they hear their teammates say it, and then the coach repeats it, they're going, oh, okay, and so, again, you need those veterans to help these young guys. And, are the young guys receptive to that? That's a big key. Some young guys are like, wow, I know what I'm doing, this and that. But not these guys. They're listening, and our vets are really leading.
What's your thoughts on the rookie, Frank Ntilikina, so far and what you've seen out of him?
Yeah, Frank, he's growing every day. I think he was a little tentative in the beginning. Now his knee was a little sore, so that was probably part of it. But his aggressiveness has picked up. He plays extremely hard on the defensive end, and he uses those arms. He gets a lot of deflections. And then offensively, he's being more aggressive. When we run through our plays, you don't have to repeat things twice for him. You tell him one time, and he's got it. So, I think he's going to be a great player.
In terms of from a personal standpoint and where you're at, second year with this team in New York City, anything changed for you, or is there any different feelings coming into training camp this year as opposed to last year?
Every year is a new year. Everybody has high hope in the beginning of the year. And the difference is we had more veteran team last year where, we probably made some mistakes in terms of letting them kind of determine that. That's how I was with the great teams I had. We had our basic rules, but then those guys kind of we kind of adjusted, and so it just didn't work out for us last year. We have a younger group this year, so we have to do more teaching, more repetition. We're looking at it going, can we get all this stuff in before the first game? All this stuff's coming up quickly. And right now we're probably already behind, but we really want to make sure that we got the foundation down with these guys. They really understand what we're asking, and then we'll move on to the other pieces.
Appreciate the insight and time you're spending with us. Great to see you here back at camp, and I'm sure we'll catch up with you soon.
All right, thanks, Jonah.
There he is, head coach Jeff Hornacek, right here on Knicks.com.